Hello, welcome to the Hunter Call the Wild. Now, when you start this game up to continue, make sure you never hit new game, because we're going to do a new game, but if you hit continue, you'll delete everything. So we're going to go into this. Let's move quickly. So start a new game. Now we're gonna pretty much leave it there, but change this. So here we go. I'm gonna let you hear all the goodies, and we're just going to go to the first cabin on each map. A little bit of walkthrough.
You made it here in one piece.
Getting started.
Welcome to
And
the
helps and tips.
Untamed Wild.
Tips and tricks.
Name's Colton Locke, but everyone calls me Doc. I'm the warden up here, and I know just about every nook and cranny of this place. I heard this is your first time in the Pacific Northwest and Lake District. Well, this here's the best hunting reserve you'll find in 100 miles.
This is a little easier in this district,
life.
Lake
I
District.
still don't get tired of this place. Go ahead, look around. There's a lot to discover around here. Not just the big game. Let's see what you can do. Try to find an animal track around here.
There's one up there. See it? Okay. Shot an animal. There's a track. So I don't know if I hit that animal. But it says I shot an animal.
There are times when you'll want to be moving fast out here.
So this is the bait
but
station.
not
Yep,
when
and it
on a
killed him.
hunt. The animals will hear
So
you
see,
coming a
there's
mile
the
away.
codes give you good
You want
points.
to get your bearings. There
So-
are lookout points spread out all over the reserve.
There's that. Circle. Stand. Jump. Hold to go prone. The code, it gives you a lot of money, see? 1,000 cash. Now there's a deer up there. If we can get up there.
There's no shortage of ways to earn money as a hunter. No shortage of ways to spend it either.
We'll get up there and use the call when I... It's best to get into the cover of the trees. Like into this pine tree right here. You want to get into the edge of it. And this will really help you out a lot. Yeah. See, now when the line in the middle goes straight, you're practically invisible. As you can see. And it's a buck.
There. Use your binoculars to get a closer look. Be sure to aim for its vital organs. Heart and lung shots mean quicker kills, less painful. Gentle now. Take a deep breath to steady your aim.
Oh, it's a good hit.
It's bleed, so that's a hit. Follow the blood trail to find it.
Yep, he
Shouldn't have
dropped.
gone far.
So, got me a nice little buck. Sorry about the phone ringing. Always some knucklehead calling. Anyhow, that's a good deal to take a buck right off the bat. I'll show you a few things in the when you get up here. When we get up, that's a nice blood trail. You can tell once a big bright spot like that, definitely a good hit. Right in the vitals. So you know he ain't gonna go very far. He's bleeding out so fast, and it was right in the heart. So the first thing you want to do, you want to go up into the tower.
Just remember to take a breather before shooting anything.
Yeah, when you run. That's a nice buck right off the bat. Look at that. That's a dandy. If I'd had a better consecutive harvest, that deer would have been up there almost gold. Nice trophy. So we're heading up there to this place up here. So we're not going to really shoot no more animals. I'll show you how to switch maps, but this is one I recommend when you start this game. You want to unlock all your towers, all your little points of interest, but main things, unlock all them towers, unlock all your cabins. It's just a little heads up. This will give you tremendous XP and points to level up in both maps. So I'll show you. You just take your ATV and go to all your lookout points, unlock all your these that you come across, pick up any collectibles. I'll show you a collectible here in a minute. When we get to, we're heading straight there, then we're going to the other map. So just collect this item.
You're catching on quickly.
See, and now we're heading up to the especially if we can get to that pine tree, it'd be nice. Bear down here too. So we're not going to worry about that. We're going to go up to the... Just head up to the tower and this will unlock your map and sections. So I believe that's what they want us to do anyhow, see. So if it's a lookout point, that's the next. Completed. So this is the one we're doing. So we're visiting the lookout. What this does, it opens up the map, which is...
The underbrush may be a bit noisy this time of year.
Now, you can unlock perks and stuff to improve that you don't make too much noise. So, when we get to the cabin down there, we'll buy some 143s and...
Listen, did you hear that? Calls are really helpful when locating an animal.
The first part's a tutorial anyhow, and pay attention and get these towers. There's something like 10 or 12, and it'll unlock all your areas, tree stands, where their location. Just go up here and hit square.
Would you look at that view? Never gets old up.
When you go to these, they help you unlock the
Great hunting spots in the area.
cabins.
Valmont's not only where Hope set up camp, it's also famous for
See,
railroad
it's right
bridges
here.
along the old North Pacific
So that's where we're
Keep an eye
heading.
out for them if you can in between blacktail hunting. Or why not use them as vantage points? I once bagged a whitetail from the Runaki Bridge. Be sure to stop by one of the outposts. You can find pretty much anything you need there.
That's where you buy stuff and equip it. I'll show you that real quick before we move on to the other map. We're just going to go down here. We're not going to worry about shooting no deer, but I will show you a collectible. And you can jump from this high, but you can change your time and all that. So what we're going to do, we're going to head straight to that. Oh, and you can use your skill point. Yeah, I'd recommend it on this. That way you can see what the tracks are. Okay. Now we're going to head down to that building and unlock that, because you need to definitely get some 243 polymer tip. They are better on expansion. They make the deer bleed rate a lot more. In other words, they expand when they hit and they blow up, do more damage. But the partitions are more penetrating. So they're okay, but you got to be careful where you hit the animal. If you hit the deer a little bit too in the lungs, yeah, it'll bleed out good, but you got to get so close. You can be a lot off with the 243 rounds, and they'll do so much greater expansion. I'll show you how to equip them on the rifle too. That's a warning call, as you can see. They're just telling you warning call. At the graveyard, right here before you get to this place here, it is a good place to hunt. So I took a coyote and I took a trophy, nice trophy buck. So that's not too bad. And I'm gonna show you a few other things, how to get to that Hirschfield area. And I'm going to show you a little bit more when we get on down here. The first thing is get to this place, and I'll show you how to move the map, and I'll show you what to unlock first. Now, when you do this, the first thing you want to do is you want to do this right here. What I'm doing, you want to run to do this area here. You're not necessarily going to end up with the animals I did. You may just have does or maybe even a bear and coyotes. In this area, there's bear, coyote. Now, if you go on up north and to the left and right, there's moose and elk and blacktail and whitetail are in this area, and coyotes and a few bear. Not very many, but there's a few bear in here. Most of the bears are to the left and up. As you can see, mostly deer. And these are like feeding zones, drinking areas right here. These areas are very important to remember on your map. It'll tell you as you level up, you'll even be able to see how many is actually taking part and when. Now this is a feeding area. This gives you an idea of when they're feeding and a time. Probably just one. Need zones. Now here's the graveyard I showed you, and anywhere you see a shovel or a building, you might want to pay attention and look around. See, you can see it glow, and the collectibles all glow. So just go up to it and simply collect it. So the first thing you want to buy is them.
These lands are wild, but people have been living and coming here
I'll let him
for
talk.
hundreds of years. There are lots of remnants, both large and small, in their time here. Now, since this is federal land, any historical artifacts you find belong to the state and must be turned in. To encourage that, however, the Office of Archaeology and Historic Preservation will provide a finder's fee for authentic artifacts.
Just go up to these flags and claim them. It'll give you the store rest area, which gives you health back.
Nice place, right? You won't find a soft bed in many parts around here. Don't forget to stock up before heading out.
So there you go. You can get that Predator Jackrabbit collar too later. So the first thing you want to do is go down through here to rifle ammo. The bow's a good buy too when you get $6,000. But go down to rifle ammo and see the soft point. You want to get the polymer tip. The soft point has better, but see the penetration on the. You may think them soft points have better expansion.
You know that guy I mentioned earlier, Hope?
So you might want to buy 2 or 3 of them.
Like he's been having a bit of a problem lately.
Now the Hope mission's pretty
He's been
cool.
camping out over at Valmont a couple weeks, but coming back last night, he found his camp turned on its head.
So Perk,
Some
you
food
definitely
was
want
taken,
to
and apparently the
you
place
definitely want to
looked
work
like
your
it had
rifle
been
over
really
with
messed up. I don't know if it
that
was an animal or
reload
some
speed.
tourist troublemakers, but I'm up in Topeka all day and can't look into it.
So when you go to the
Listen, I know
mission
you
there,
probably have
Hope's a
other
visitor,
plans, but
and
you're
you
in the
just
right neck of the woods.
it's
I'd
simply
sure be
over
grateful
here,
if you could just
over in
stop
this
on
area
by
right
and have
here.
a look.
Just move over here and you'll do a little mission. But I'm going to show you. See, when I came up with the map, when you hit the map, you go to options.
Hope
Now-
showed up here 2 years ago. Said something about getting off the grid.
The first thing you want to do is visit all these places, and they unlock all their homes. You want to visit all these lookouts, and it'll unlock more cabins like this, portable structure, outposts, and then fast travel waypoints. And a lot of these are just regular things. So we'll let him talk, but the first thing on traveling, now we're going to go to the other place, and once you get these unlocked, go to the other place. We're going to go there now. So when you want to change map option, it'll be on, don't hit X, back up when you hit it. When you hit X, when you want to toggle reserve, hit square, it'll pop up, toggle the reserve. It may not let me do it. Let it load up. Anyhow, hit square to go to the next reserve, and you just complete the same thing we about did here, and see, like that. So when it goes dark, hit it. Now we're going to go over to Hirschfield and do the same thing there. Pretty much the same thing. And when we get here, it's a woman that runs this European reserve. So the same thing. When you get here, do the first thing, then go to unlock all your lookouts, all your outposts, give you tremendous XP and points. Pick up any kind of points of interest to give you more points, or shoot a few animals, whatever. But I wouldn't be too easy on. First, unlock them points of interest and stuff. So here we go.
Welcome to Central Europe. I'm Connie, the Wildhüter of Hirschfelden, Reserve Warden at
Hirschfield.
I'm here to make sure that your time here will be unforgettable. Hirschfelden is one of the oldest hunting reserves in Europe, and we host a diverse population of the most popular big game for all hunting tastes. It's also the most beautiful place on Earth. No, I'm not biased at all.
So it's basically the same thing as the beginning. The first steps.
Go ahead and have a look around. I can't wait for you to experience all the beauty of Hirschfelden's fields and forests. Why don't you see if you can find an animal track nearby?
Now see that animal right there? Alright, he's hit pretty good. So that made it easy. So see, there's the first part of it. They just track this critter down. I don't think he'll go very far, hit like that. Hit like hard as he was hit pretty hard. So even though,
Sounds like Gerlinda could use a hand.
also one more thing, when you get to inventory. Just go to your inventory, and alright, well, I need to be at the one thing. But you need to be at the one thing to activate it.
Sorry, I just got a message from one of the local residents, Gerlinde Jaeger. I'll check in with
There he
her
is anyhow, so I got him. See, I figure I got him. He'll probably go a little ways, considering. At first you can't tell how far you go. Unless you get a talk at you. So usually when they change direction like that, they're about done. Usually. Not always. Dang, he's going to town, ain't he? Yeah, I think that's him. There he is. So there's the animal I got. So now we're going to head up here to the top of there. So naturally you just go to that. And if you want to go to the map, you just simply...
We're
going up here. It's only 153, so we'll be alright. So we can just continue back up the hill. That's what I say, you can do the first few missions on here, and if you're having a little bit of struggle. Now there's foxes, roe deer, red deer, bison, wild boar here on this map. The bison are pretty violent. No bear or none, but red foxes are the one thing that you gotta look out for. So we're heading to this lookout point, and then we're heading over to the cabin. And there's a shooting range. You can unlock it for your enjoyment, and to simply just target practice. Test your guns and see where it's hitting at different ranges, like 50 to 100 meters or 100 yards, and so on. And it'll really help your aim and give you a good idea where to hold on the animal. Hold high on the animal on the back, and you'll drop it most of the time. I thought I was going to drop out, but I hit it and then didn't hit it very good. Like I say, if I'd been a partition bullet, it wouldn't have went as far. And if it was more broadside, I could have hit it in the lung. So just go up here, and you'll view there, and that'll open up the map so you can see other items is all. And there's fallow deer answer to rattling horns too, by the way. So just go over here and hit the survey. It opens up the view. I don't see no deer or nothing down there. So down that way is the cabin, right down that way, down that road. And then the shooting range is off to the right. So right here, see.
But we also get a lot of history buffs here.
Right there's the shooting range.
Lies the Hirschdorf Hügelgrab, a grave mound dating back to the Bronze Age. Be sure to stop by one of the outposts. They're essentially base camps.
And there's an ant collectible there by the outpost too. It's a fallow deer antler, I believe. So this helps out a lot. This is just a tutorial, like I say, how to switch your maps. If you want to see more game and hunt deer, I think the Lake District's the better, the easier. Just my opinion. I mean, everybody's got an opinion. I hope they bring the Taiga map, which is a winter map with radioactive animals, because that's Siberia Taiga. That's up there where the moose are radioactive. There's some cool hunting animals, rare animals that are radioactive. But you'll hear foxes in here, and them fallow deer will scream. That's just a point of interest. That's one of them rocks. when you're running like this, yeah, you see he just gave out a warning call. You can stop, run to the brush, and probably call him in. But I'm wanting to make this stream as short and sweet as possible for your convenience, for me to upload to. Just unlock all them. That'll give you more points. You can check these traps, because there is a trophy on poop collector and tracking. So that's a roe deer anyhow. And that's the roe deer call right there. When I get down here, I'll show you how to equip your bullets. Purchase a bow too. I recommend the bow's a good item. It'll help you drastically with silent shots. I mean, you can, I don't know, it just seems like the bow's just keep trying and trying and take close shots, and it'll improve your hunting because it won't scare all the deer in the country. Yeah, as it says there, outpost discover each region's outpost allows you to fast travel here. So this is so true. And like I said, the cabin's right over here. I might end the stream with that. But there's animals over there too. As you can see, there's an animal, a mating call. See the antler right there glowing? But you got to have a rattling antler to call that. That's the thing.
Cozy, right? Outposts are great for stocking up or just taking a break. Oh, you found a shed. I remember finding a big deer antler for the first time as a kid. It felt like I had dug up some real treasure. I still have it at home.
Okay. To access the backpack, you want to go into the store here. Okay, we purchased these 243s, right? So you want to put these polymers in there, and you want to put the scope in there.
Many of the animals are shedding their antlers this time of year.
And you want to say you want to buy a bow.
That's why people like to collect them.
You can buy that bow, which is fine and dandy. That's a fine bow. It'll kill deer. And if you buy that, you might as well equip 2 or 3, as many arrows as you can. So just go to the backpack.
Actually, she's got a small obsession for fallow deer.
Equip the bow.
Anyhow, she's missing some pictures for her book and was looking
Ain't got enough for arrows, so maybe a little later. So I hope that helps. Like I say, I won't show you, but right here's the one thing. Now, if you want to switch back to Lake District, shut her up. There you go. You hit square. When you go in there, make sure it turns grayish. Hit square, and you'll go right back to the Hope's Cabin. So I hope this helps out anybody. It's a fun game. I'm sure there's more to come. It's a very fun game to play. This is part 1. Look at my other videos on YouTube. Leave a like and subscribe. Thank you. God bless each one of you. Thank you.